line with shielding to prevent any off-site glare.
This fixture shall meet IDA LEED or Green Globe criteria for nighttime friendly or dark sky lighting. Number 3, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall demonstrate to the satisfaction of the town building inspector that the proposed expansion will not exceed the code limit of 50% in accordance with Section 97-32B of the zoning code and does not reduce any non-conforming setback by more than 20% in accordance with Section 97-32B. Number 4, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall revise the plans to include a note indicating that there will be no outdoor storage of materials. The potential impact of such storage were not considered by the planning board. If the applicant proposes to store materials outdoors, he must return to the planning board to have this reviewed under the applicant's criteria. Number 5, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall include the details showing the dimensions of the proposed parking stalls and ADA aisles. Additionally, the concrete sidewalk along the front of the building is to include an ADA compliant curb ramp. The plans should be revised to include all details necessary for construction. 6, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall confirm that the proposed water use requirements will remain the same or less than the present use and demonstrate how the water supply will be protected from the new parking stalls adjacent to buildings to satisfaction of the town engineer. Number 7, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall confirm the existing wastewater disposal system is appropriately designed for the anticipated flow conditions and is functioning properly as demonstrated by a dye test to the satisfaction of the town engineer. Should the applicant decide to utilize a water recycling system, additional information shall be provided to the town engineer for confirmation that the existing wastewater disposal system is appropriately configured for this technology. Should the applicant utilize a vegetated roof, the applicant shall advise the plan to show the proposed roof clear confirmed overflow will be directed away from the existing well and sewer absorption. Number 8, prior to signing of the plans, the applicant shall advise the plans to include the limits of disturbance and shall confirm the total area of disturbance is less than 1 acre. Number 9, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall revise the plans to correct typographical errors noted in the May 14, 2010 memorandum of the town engineer. Number 10, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall revise the plans to include proposed site distances, accurate requirements, and information on traffic movement as required in Section 97-50N of the zoning code. Number 11, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall provide a copy of the survey of the property to the building department that is signed and sealed by the professional who prepared it. Number 12, the applicant proposed no revision to the existing sign as part of this application, therefore neither the planning board nor the consultant considers the potential impact of any potential revision. And number 13, prior to the signing of the plans, the applicant shall demonstrate the satisfaction of the town building inspector compliance with Section 97-14.
I have one suggestion. I apologize to Kelly. We told her to take something out, but in retrospect, it appears so it should be something along those lines. That's on the paved surface. In light of what we said before, I would recommend that we have something that says the applicant shall patch, seal, and restripe the existing paved surface, which is what Kelly had in their original, and then continue on to say, and provide a surface free of ruts, holes, significant depressions, providing safe movement by vehicles and pedestrians. That's just to cover us for any damage. I'll read that again. That the applicant shall patch, seal, and restripe the existing paved surface and provide a surface free of ruts, holes, significant depressions, providing safe movement to provide safe movement by vehicles and pedestrians.
Okay. Do I have a motion the resolution be accepted as read? Ray, do I have a second? Second by Lee. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Take care.
I hope the dirt doesn't collect on the roof.
You have to take it. All right, next item on the agenda is T-Mobile. 7.8 plus or minus acres located at 78 Cypress Road in the CO zone with an 826 overlay. Special use permit for a wireless telecommunication tower or clock tower, right?
Or a lot of things along that line.
This application came into us approximately a year ago. It came in as OmniPoint. So I know some people in the public were confused that we had another application. This is in fact the same application. T-Mobile has taken over that application. The site is located on Dr. Henry's property, which is across from Fletcher Street, across from Burke, and it's right next to the village sewer treatment plant. Just to get your orientation.
Okay. Anyone here for this public hearing? You're welcome to move right up front. We've got a bunch of seats here. You can get right in the heart of things.
It's okay.
Okay, sir.
Good evening. My name is Doug Warden. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Snyder. I'm the owner of T-Mobile. T-Mobile, as you know, is seeking approval to allow the location of a wireless telecommunications facility at 78 Cypress Road. I thought I would proceed by telling you a little bit about the facility that we're proposing, then perhaps talking about some of the alternatives that we looked at.
Excuse me, could you use the microphone? I don't think.
You can take it out, it comes right out.
Maybe close,
Probably have to turn it on.
Yeah, it's probably on.
I don't think they have any.
Okay.
Like 2 bucks to turn it on. Yeah. Look the other one side. Getting a bolt right position.
Here, I know this one.
And so I was saying, I thought I would proceed by telling you a little bit about the facility, what we are proposing, and talking about some of the alternatives, and putting it back to the board for discussion and questions. So, what are we proposing? We're proposing a wireless telecommunications monopole. That monopole will be disguised as a pine tree, and that tree is 80 feet tall. Now, I say that it's 80 feet tall. That number refers to, since we're talking about trees, the trunk of the tree. The trunk of the tree will go to a height of 80 feet, and then the tree will be surrounded by branches. Those branches will go around laterally, but it will also be surrounded by branches at the top in order to provide the kind of cone or cap that we all know visually gives us the profile, the shape of a pine tree. So I talk about an 80-foot pine tree, but its branches will extend to 85 feet. The antennas will be hidden within the branches, and there are 6 of them, and each of the antennas are 55 inches tall, 13 inches wide, and 3 inches deep. There are 6 of them, and they will be arrayed in 3 sectors, so doing quick math, that's 2 antennas per sector. 1 sector facing north, 1 sector facing south, and another sector facing east. The application also involves the location of related equipment cabinets at the base of the tower in an equipment compound. And that equipment compound will be surrounded by a fence that will have a total area of 60 by 40 feet approximately. A 6-foot chain link fence will have privacy slats. There is room at the base of the facility for other equipment, and the reason is to allow for future co-location. The town code is very express in showing a preference for the use of existing structure. So if another wireless telecommunications carrier comes in and requires coverage in this area, he will be able to, he or she will be able to go on this existing tower, and thereby eliminate the unnecessary proliferation of other towers within the town. And that brings up the town's preference for locating on existing call structures. We looked at a number of alternatives. We looked at a total of 7 alternatives, and we have submitted a report from an engineer, radio frequency engineer with coverage maps, indicating that only 2 of those alternatives would provide the coverage necessary. The coverage that we need is along Route 17 between, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, Chunk